Welcome to the Mac and Maj podcast. My name is Maj.
This is Mac.
That is Mac, and we are back. Episode, I think it's 29. We're on 29. 1, 2,
29.
3, 4, 5. Can you count the, wait, what? So episode 29 of the Mac and Maj podcast. My name is Maj, his name is Mac, and we are back.
Yes.
How's your week, man?
Well, it's good, man. I think this coming week is going to be amazing for everyone.
It is going to be a good week. So
Thanksgiving week.
This coming week is Thanksgiving week, and we are going to do a little bit of Thanksgiving content towards the tail end of this podcast for sure.
And people are off this week.
People are off. I'm off this week.
I know you are.
Oh, man.
I'm not off the whole week, but hey.
Blessings. So headlines. Headline news.
Headlines.
To start the show, I was going to wear a jersey. I'm not going to do it. Ole. So, thank you. You're far too kind. You really are.
I know.
Ole has been sacked. He's been fired as Manchester United's manager.
They have been agreed to part ways.
They mutually agreed to part ways. So, have you ever, gotten broken up with and you just told your friends, yeah, dude, I dumped her? That's probably, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But, okay, yeah, so Ole did get fired. Are you surprised by this? Did you think...
I was surprised. I was surprised and not surprised, right?
Because of the game?
Because of the game.
Yeah.
But also, they should, I thought the justification of it was, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Oh, so you mean that it was warranted such a long time ago that you're like, they waited this long, you thought they were just going to stick it out?
Yeah.
Because he already,
exactly.
drastically fucked up.
Exactly. That was the surprise.
So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute whatever that situation is. So
how do you feel about it? You're a Man United fan.
I am a Man United fan. So the way I feel about it is very simple. First of all, I think it's always a bad idea to fire a manager right before a week, like you're playing Villarreal in the midweek in Champions League, then you're playing Chelsea this weekend, and then after that you're playing Arsenal. Maybe not a good time to destabilize, but overall...
It's not like they're doing good.
Right, but overall he did need to go, right?
Yeah.
So, he got to the point where, the losses were bad, it's not like we were losing 1-0, like this past one against Wolves 4-1. Are you kidding me? Wolves was 16th in the league before they did that to us.
Exactly.
We lost to the bench warmers. What kind of shit is that? So one thing that I am surprised about though is
who they put in the interim.
Well, Carrick makes sense, but Michael Carrick, club legend, was put in the interim. But what I'm surprised about is kind of like what you said. I really truly thought that after they didn't fire him with the loss against Liverpool and then the loss against Manchester City, I truly believe that they're
let's stick him out.
Going to stick with him.
Yeah.
So then they go on international break, right? Where we talked about World Cup qualifiers, whatever. They go to, so what's going on here? They talked about World Cup qualifiers. It was 2 weeks, right? So the thing is to me, that was the perfect time to do it. Because you give him 2 weeks, you give another manager the time to come in, figure his stuff out, right? When they didn't do it then, that's when I was like, okay, they're going to stick it out.
Exactly. I thought it was we're not, as a club, we're not going to listen to all the gossip and the angry fans.
Yeah. So I just genuinely,
stick with Ole.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
So, but after that loss was so bad, and all the United fans are delusional a little bit because every time, I talk to a lot of people, they're like, oh yeah, I knew after this game he was going to get fired. If I'm being completely real with you, bro, I said the same thing after the past 5 games.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how do you come back from this?
Because you're not happy with what's going on.
Yeah, so he did get fired, and first of all, shout out all the players. I don't know if you saw some of their messages.
I didn't.
So, Ronaldo had something, he posted something on all platforms, kind of like us. Everybody, David De Gea, a lot of the former club legends posted, Rio Ferdinand. Everyone respected this guy. That's what sucks. He was a good guy. It's not like he was an asshole.
Yeah, he was just not getting results.
Yeah, when Mourinho gets fired, everyone laughs. Because it's okay, not only was he fucking up, but it's just fun to hate Mourinho.
Yeah.
But no one hated Ole. They were just like,
no,
dude,
no,
you
he's
just
not
suck.
that kind of guy.
No,
He just wasn't winning games with all-star team. Like,
Yeah. So the tough part is now for Ole is they're trying to figure out who to replace him with, because
but they said Carrick is going to be in for the rest of the season.
So there's rumors that that's going to be true. I think that depending on his performance, that if he does well, that's the best case scenario. If he does well, right?
They might hire him.
No, I don't want them to hire him. I want them to hire a competent manager, because the same thing happened with Ole. Ole took over from Mourinho. He balled out and then he shit the bed. So I want Carrick to be the guy. Ideally, hopefully, he's able to correct this until the end of the summer, because the problem is getting a manager at this stage. It's hard, man, because everyone's locked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to be able to get someone now and like change it up and make it amazing immediately. I think they're going to take but then again, hire someone right now, just say goodbye to the season.
Yeah.
Right?
You could.
And then let it build.
The problem is, so they wanted Zidane, but Zidane doesn't want them, because like Zidane, there's a few things. First of all, Didier Deschamps, the coach of France, is going to be retiring after the World Cup, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So Zidane wants the France job, allegedly. Like, that's a thing.
No way.
Yeah, he wants a France job after.
That's the second highlight, everyone.
That's pretty sexy. Like, a Zidane.
If he does,
oh
that's
my
amazing.
God. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, and I really wish he does that. And then the other two options that they've been vocal about is Eric Ten Hag, right? He's the current manager for Ajax.
Okay.
Ajax is very well known. Like, there's one thing Ajax can do is they develop players like crazy.
Yeah, they always push players out.
Yeah, they always push. They always make.
They don't
good
retain
players.
any players.
No, they literally, like, Ajax is a factory, right? So they just create a bunch of good players, sell them from 100 million, and then just try again. They just keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know
Frankie
what they're doing
de Jong,
with that money.
what's his name from De Ligt from Juventus? Van de Beek recently, Hakim Ziyech. Like,
they're all Netherlands.
yeah. So it's a very interesting situation, because United likes to build their academy too. They like, their type of thing. So maybe, but he has a job already. And then the other thing that, everyone's talking about is Mauricio Pochettino, right?
Okay.
But Pochettino's the PSG coach. But allegedly, he's saying that
He's going to leave?
people are saying that he would be willing to leave the PSG job for Manchester United, because there's a lot of pressure on him at PSG, and there's a little underperformance and stuff. I was like, guys, like,
It's the same thing with Man United.
I don't think that he's gonna do that. Like, don't be delusional at the end of the day.
But if I'm Man United, I wouldn't want him for that reason. Like, you're coming here because there's less pressure? No, buddy. We need you to be pressured.
Exactly. There's pressure, right? There is pressure. Look, he's good, very, very good tactically and everything like that. It's just that I want something new. I want someone that, like, okay, it's nice to have someone that's proven in the Premier League, but when Chelsea hired Tuchel, he never played in the Premier League or coached, and look at him now.
So who do you want? Guardiola?
My best case scenario is that they get Eric Ten Hag in the summer, but, like, again, like, to just hedge your bets on a guy that already has a job, it's tough, and there's not a lot of good talent on the open market right now.
Right.
So it is what it is. But again, happy. This is a celebration. It's a celebration.
Mourinho.
Mourinho is with Roma, and did you see? So another headline.
Yep.
So Mourinho. Let me pull up the player's actual name. So over this weekend, Roma was tied like 0-0. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Roma was tied 0-0 at 85th minute, I believe. A player needed to come out. He needed to bring a striker. He needed to bring somebody on that's going to make a difference. Okay. So Felix Afena-Gyan. Okay. Okay. So this kid is 18 years old, born in 2003, Ghanaian. Okay.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's 18. I mean, he's a small kid. So he had experienced guys on the bench, Mourinho. And he said, you know what, man? Genoa 0-0, whatever, like, Genoa wasn't playing well. They only got like one shot. They had one shot.
Oh, wow.
The entire game. It was just 0-0. So Mourinho was like, I'm going to bring this freaking kid on.
Okay.
So the kid comes on, and Mourinho's like, all right, brother, go be great. He goes, this kid, 18 years old, 82nd minute and 90th minute, scored 2 goals to win 2-0 in that game.
No way.
Yeah, man. Awesome stuff. After the first goal, first of all, the second goal, absolutely nuts. Like R1, the whole thing. Okay?
I gotta watch that.
But the first goal, after he scored it, it was just like the most wholesome thing in the world to see. This dude scored his little goal and he took his little 18-year-old ass. he ran to Mourinho and jumped on him, and the whole team is like jumping on. There was like 30 people just jumping on this kid. It was insane, man. It was such a good sight. And Mourinho said, whole game is, I mean, obviously he's talking so well about him and like the press conference and stuff. After the game is done, a video comes out on social media. So apparently this kid, one thing that he's always wanted is a pair of Balenciaga shoes.
Okay.
So video comes out on social media. Mourinho gives this kid a box. Kid opens up the box. It's the pair of Balenciaga shoes.
That's so hilarious to me.
I know. It's like, I don't know. It's just so wholesome.
Yeah.
But in such a privileged way. Like, here's some Balenciagas, bro. But it's so
hilarious.
wholesome, bro. It was beautiful. But yeah, no, Mourinho.
That's cool that he did that, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, I want you to get me 2 more goals.
Yeah, he's like, dude, never, ever stop scoring. Like, literally.
There's more where this came from.
Exactly. So, yeah, Ole's return, obviously, or Ole's getting fired. Obviously, it's sad to see just because, like, the guy is a good guy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was time to move on. But yeah, that Mourinho story is very wholesome. Literally, it was trending everywhere because there's few moments in soccer, sports in general, right? There's few moments in soccer, but that actually the entire world takes a step back, regardless of their teams, because everyone is so diehard with their teams, and there's such a rivalry in soccer and stuff like that. Anytime another team does something good, we always discount it. We're like, no.
Yeah.
But this time, the whole community got together and was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, 18-year-old kid, 2 goals.
I gotta see it, though. I didn't see it, but listening to it, I was like, I gotta see it.
It makes your heart feel warm.
Oh,
you
well,
know?
let's not get too soft.
Okay, so, and then in some sad news, one of the legends, honestly, that I grew up watching. Obviously, he wasn't on my team, so it was hard to like watch him for the majority of his career, or not the majority, but a good part of his career was spent in Manchester City. Sergio Aguero.
Yes.
So Sergio Aguero, Barcelona player.
He just went to Barca.
He just went to Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
Just went
like a month or 2 ago.
Whenever, like this season, a few months ago, right? Unfortunately. Legendary striker Sergio Aguero has had to retire due to a heart condition. He has cardiac arrhythmia. So, for the people that don't know what cardiac arrhythmia is, very simple. It's just a irregular heartbeat, but that irregular it causes an irregular heartbeat, but those heart conditions, like, you don't play with at all. Like, you've seen it, I think, in basketball. LaMarcus Aldridge had a heart condition, and he retired, but he's back now. So maybe Aguero comes back. Maybe he gets cleared by medical professionals.
They did say that he retired from professional soccer.
They did.
Because he's not young.
He's not, but yeah.
In the soccer world.
That's the thing, is Aguero at this stage, man, like the sad thing is he didn't really get to flourish in Barcelona. He didn't get to say his final goodbye.
He really wanted to do that. Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's 33 years old, and he's kind of on the tail. 33 in soccer, that's a little, you're on the tail end, really.
Yeah. How old is Ronaldo?
Ronaldo's 36, I believe. Yeah. And Messi, I think, is 33. So these guys, these older guys, that generation is starting to...
Yeah.
But this is just sad, man.
Because I agree. Because he's an amazing player.
In his prime, this guy was an animal. Yeah. An animal. I mean, the tough part is that his whole spell in Barcelona was a problem. He went there because he is the godson to Messi's child, or Messi, or vice versa, or something like that.
No, that's right.
He went to go there, right, to play with Messi, to have that feeling of playing with his Argentinian brother. Messi left, and then he got a heart condition. Like, I mean, you talk about just a shit way to go
everything
out.
This is a bad year for him.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that he's married to Maradona's daughter.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's married to Maradona's daughter, and his son is like, Messi is the godfather of his son. A lot of pressure on the son's head. I mean, if you're talking about like pressure, like that's fucking pressure, bro. Like LeBron James Jr., that's pressure, but this guy, this is pressure, bro.
Yeah.
That's 3. That's 3 people that you gotta measure up to. That's crazy.
But I'm gonna miss Aguero. Because
I am.
Is he out of FIFA?
Oh, I mean, he was. I don't think they're gonna take him out of FIFA just because he retired. I think, but this is his last spell.
Is he going to be in the Adidas games?
Oh, like. Oh man, I hope not. Okay, and then so the last headline we want to talk about is Cam Newton's return. So this one actually feels so good to me.
Of course it does.
Because look,
it feels good to me.
I don't like to be the guy that just like ruins someone's homecoming. Okay? Like it's just bad. Like for example, when Paul Pierce retired from the Celtics, I think they played like the Cavaliers or something, and like they did a whole ceremony in Boston, like a nice little video. Everyone was there. He went courtside. They lost by like 40.
Yeah, but it's not as satisfying as what happened to Cam Newton. I mean, sorry, not satisfying, dramatic.
Yeah, so Cam Newton returned to the Carolina Panthers, and funny enough, when I saw him in that uniform, I forgot he left. Like I really I was like, who were your quarterbacks? Sam Darnold, like Kyle Allen.
How long has he been?
Teddy Bridgewater.
How long has he been at? What's it called?
He was with the Patriots for a year.
A year?
A year, and then he was like nowhere for like I think he hasn't been on the Panthers for like 2-3 or maybe 3 years.
Okay, so now he's back at Carolina.
So he's back in Carolina.
So
they played the Washington football team.
They played the Washington football team. So I watched like his like welcome back ceremony.
The video
of him like the smoke and him, like coming out. I was like, damn, this guy's gonna do some monster
he's gonna win
shit.
this game.
Yep, he's gonna shit on Washington. He went in. He was pumped. Like, I've never seen anyone that pumped in my life.
Yes.
Like, he's like, I'm home.
Yes. He was going crazy.
He was going crazy. He didn't play that well.
I mean, he played okay. It's just he didn't play box office. Like, I mean, he threw 2 touchdowns and had a running touchdown. He was playing good, but, like, you need more from him if your defense is not going to do anything.
No offense.
Uh-huh.
But, like, Washington.
I got it.
You know what I mean?
I got it. No, I got it. It's like, so someone was saying on Twitter, it's like, how come my team always faces good teams? It's like, well, because your team is bad. Like, because so when you're a bad team, everyone's a good team.
Exactly.
Like, but
good for Washington, so congrats.
Very good for Washington. So, okay, so let's break down what happened. This was a homecoming for multiple people. Right?
Who else?
So Ron Rivera was the coach of the Carolina Panthers, remember? Yeah, you see? So Ron Rivera was the coach of the Carolina Panthers and was the one that had a hand in the decision of cutting Cam.
No way.
Yeah, so that's one. That's one homecoming. And then the second one, you know who Cam's backup quarterback was?
Who? No way. Heineke?
Taylor Heineke. Taylor Heineke.
In Carolina?
In Carolina, yeah, he was one of the backups.
Damn, so Carolina just had
They just had a shit fest of a day, to be honest with you. I'm like, not only so Carolina
it was 2 against 1.
It's like if you go to the mall and you see 2 of their exes and they're both with like better looking guys. So
did Ron coach him?
Yeah.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Heineke?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, man. Like for a little bit, like Heineke was in the XFL. Like you don't even know what that is. Most people don't. Like so he was in the XFL for a little bit. But yeah, it was a homecoming.
Insane.
Heineke just balled out. I mean,
Heineke's doing so well.
He threw 3 touchdowns.
I watched the game. He was doing great.
Like, yeah, he was playing real well.
I don't know how this guy was ever 3rd string in Washington.
So he was
3rd, right?
He was third. He is teetering. Like he's not like a QB1 to me. But he's not a second string, and he's not a third. I think the way he's playing now, he's like a 1.5.
He's a 1.5. I was just gonna say 1.5.
He's not a 2 because he's going out, he's winning games, and he's making plays.
I feel like you need one more quarterback to play maybe like 5 games out of their 17.
And he just plays the other 12?
He plays the other 12.
Oh, okay, just split it up. Yeah. No, that's fair. That makes sense. I mean that was a crazy game. It really came down to the wire. They sacked Cam at the end of the game. I think the score finished 20. I want to say 27-21, maybe. Was it 27-21?
I think so. I'm looking at it right
Mac is double checking that.
It was 27-21.
27-21. Yeah, it was all around just a great game, but sad to see Cam Newton get shat on. But hey, man, it is what it is. Like you play my team, you lose. I'm not going to root for
seriously.
you. But yeah, so that's it for our headlines.
That's all.
So let's dive in a little deeper to the NFL real quick. So the NFL is in a very interesting place right now because we're starting to round out towards the tail end of the season.
Yeah, you can see.
You can see now.
But can I just like right off the bat, just like I saw like half of this game, second half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I see a team that didn't score. Like what's going on? I don't understand.
Talk about it.
So New England versus Atlanta. New England, the Patriots won 25-0.
Yeah.
So how is this happening again? I don't get it. Like this has never been a thing.
So in 2 games, the Atlanta Falcons have scored 3 points.
Okay. Yeah.
That's disgusting? Like they lost to the Cowboys
terrible.
by 40 the other day, and then they
But
just
like what's happening? Like why is it
their
why is
offensive
zero?
line. Their offensive line. Matt Ryan got sacked like 9 times, bro. They were killing this dude. He couldn't get a pass off.
He couldn't get to the like 30, 40 yard line to get a field
They
goal.
missed 1 field goal. Like they had 1 chance. They had one. No, and the Patriots look disgusting, dude. So I don't know if you saw the end of the game. Most people like just turned off the game. It was when it was like I forgot what the score. I think it was 19-0 or something, or 18, whatever. So at this point the game's over. Okay, so they bench Matt Ryan. They bring in second string quarterback Josh Rosen. Okay. First throw of the game, Josh Rosen just throws a shitty ass throw. Terrible. Second throw of the game, interception. Okay. So they got an interception. They march down. They score. I'm pretty sure that happened. Then after that, the coach was like, "All right, dude, you suck. I'm going to play the third string quarterback." Third string quarterback comes in, does the shoulder off. He's like, "Yo, I'm ready to go, baby." First play, interception. And I'm pretty sure they went end zone actually on that one. Like it was a pick 6, Kyle Van Noy. Dude, it was disgusting.
Bro, when you're at the fourth quarter, don't try to score. Just get a field goal. From first down, like don't even try. Like just get a point.
But they had bad field position. I mean, it was honestly one of the most disgusting. And I'm pretty sure, dude, it was one of the most disgusting games I've ever watched. Like literally,
I didn't want to continue it. I was like eating at the same time. Like it was just
New England is getting a little better. Mac Jones
is crazy.
Mac Jones is crazy.
He's good. That was a good draft. That's a good draft.
Yeah, he's efficient, man.
Yeah.
So that was a crazy game, just seeing another team go to 0. Ravens Bears. So Lamar Jackson didn't play. This is the 3rd time in his career he's had to sit out as a result of diarrhea. So there's that. Yeah, dude, he was squirting his pants, and they're like, dude, no one wants to play defense on you. Like every time you bend down to get the ball from the center, you're gonna shit yourself. Now, I don't think the main symptom was diarrhea, but it rolled up. Like diarrhea rolled up to a larger sickness. But it's just funny that you missed three games in your career because you kept shitting yourself. Like it's just hilarious.
But the Ravens are number 1.
Yeah, they beat the Bears too with that whole situation. The Packers Vikings, that was a game, man, down to the wire. Literally 31-31, a field goal decided the game. Like it was nasty, that game.
It was nasty.
Okay, Lamar's nasty.
So the Detroit Lions still didn't win anything.
Yeah, so the Lions are still the Lions, but so the Browns, a lot of people were talking about early in the year that the Browns were like Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
Bro, if you're beating the Lions 13-10, you played like a game last week, you only won by a few, you're like 6-5. No, you're not a Super Bowl contender.
Listen, it doesn't matter how much they win by. They won.
A dub's a dub? Is that your...
It's a W.
See, I don't like that.
What?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
But that gets you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but like...
What's the objective here?
Because they're 6-5 though, so like if they're like 8-1 and they're beating teams by like 3, okay, I'll give you that. But when you're 6-5, like nah, bro, you like can lose these games. Like it's not like you won by 3 because you're smart.
Yeah, I get it.
Like
but,
you know.
I mean.
So then you have the Texans and Titans. The Texans suck butt. I don't know how they beat the Titans.
Titans are doing amazing.
Yeah, but Derrick Henry's injured now for the season, so I mean it doesn't matter. Niners, Jags, that's a game no one cares about. I mean, the Jaguars absolutely suck. Dolphins, Jets, no one cares. Eagles scoring 40. The Eagles scoring 40 is just insane to me because you have to be a good team to score 40.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when a basketball team scores like 130. Like if you scored 130, that means you're a good team. So maybe the Eagles are good? Question mark.
They're number 2.
I mean, I guess, but they also play like number 2 most of the time. So, like, I mean, I don't know. Bengals and Raiders, that one was weird. Like, I can't believe the Raiders dropped by 19 points. But the big game that I think was I had the most riding on outside of the Washington game was Cowboys Chiefs.
Cowboys Chiefs?
Yeah, Cowboys. Dak played like shit. Dak was 28 for 43, 216 yards, 2 interceptions. Like, yuck.
Yeah.
It was a yuck game from Dak.
But Dallas is still okay.
They're still okay. Like Ron Rivera, the coach of Washington, after this win, he was like, "Yeah, we still might be able to make the wild card, but we're really trying to gun for winning the division." I'm like, Ronald, like,
Ron, buddy.
Ron, like, what are we doing here? Like, what do you think this is?
So Washington, I have to count. So wait, so Dallas is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in the league.
Yeah.
In the league. Washington is, let me just count. You keep going.
Yeah, okay. So after that, Cardinals and Seahawks, Russell Wilson loses his second straight game after coming back from that finger injury. Seahawks might suck ass. I think the Seahawks are going to try and trade Russell Wilson.
24.
24th.
24th in the league.
Hey, man, that's one away from 23, right?
I mean,
and then that's going to be one away from 22, and you got to just keep chipping away at it.
Yeah. Like, they have to lose a lot, and they have to win a lot.
They do. So Russell Wilson lost his second game back from injury. The Seahawks are now 3-7.
Yes. So that's surprising to me.
That's very surprising. I mean, they got weapons. They got the whole thing.
What are they going to do?
A lot of the commentary on that, which I kind of agree with, is it time to just blow this whole thing up?
Just like rebuild.
Just rebuild. Like trade everybody, rebuild from scratch. One of the things that I think great organizations do is they know when to rebuild. Like they know when it's time to move on, right? If they let this linger for too long, the Seahawks are just going to turn into a shitty organization. Like you really got to, like if you're not playing well, you got to make moves, bro.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I mean, they have to, well, when do you think they should do that?
I don't know. This
like
season,
right now, or
no,
is it? I mean, he's injured.
I mean, he's back though. Like I get he's coming off an injury, but he's back.
He's rusty.
Well, he is rusty. I mean, he's definitely rusty. Throwing 14 for 26, 270 yards. That's not bad. But when you're not throwing a single touchdown, and you're Russell Wilson, you got Tyler Lockett, you got DK Metcalf, I mean, come on. There's no excuse. Really.
No, of course, yeah. But I mean. And then end of the season, we'll find out.
End of the season, I think they're not going to blow it up mid-season. They'll probably wait because the season's already a wash, I think, already for them because, I mean, look, anything can happen. Any given Sunday, anything can happen, right? So I don't want to say it's a complete wash, but if you look at their division, the Cardinals are 9-2, okay? The Rams are 7-3, right? So,
that's it. Like
that's it. Like you don't even have to talk about the Niners.
Seattle's gone, so
they're gone.
It's easy.
Yeah. So I think at this point you could be patient because you're gone. You're fucked, right? Yeah. Don't make any stupid decisions. Think through this and then blow it up the right way.
When can they announce them that they're gone?
Like mathematically?
Yeah.
I think the NFC is still I think the only people that are technically eliminated right now, are
Lions.
The Lions. I think mathematically there's no way that the Lions can come back from where they're at.
There's no way.
Yeah, because they're 0-9-1. There's just literally no way. Because the Packers.
If Minnesota just wins one more game, then they're completely out.
Well, I mean, the Packers are 8-3, right?
Yeah.
And there's not 8 games left in the Lions season. There's only 7. So I mean, they can't win their division. They would have to get wild card. And are they going to win 7 games in a row? No. Right? So yeah, that's the high ticket stuff. I mean, the game between the Steelers and the Chargers was really good. Chargers pulled that one out, but today the Giants are playing the Bucks, and that one's going to be very interesting. So let's give our predictions of that right now, and then you'll tell us if we're crazy tomorrow. So my prediction is like 40-0 for the Bucks. The Giants suck. Like, I can't believe this is a Monday night game. Like, this is what you're giving us on primetime, bro?
I'm going to agree with you. I think we've had a lot of zeros, and I think it's going to continue with the Giants.
They literally might not score.
Yeah.
Like, because I think Tom Brady is pissed off because last week, their last game was against the Washington football team. They lost. So, I mean, I think he's going to be pissed off. There's a game that was too close for comfort against the Giants a few weeks back. Last season. So I do think they're going to go in there and absolutely demolish him. Like Daniel Jones is probably going to retire after this game.
Giants, you're never coming back, are you?
They're never coming back, bro. It's done. It's done. All right. Well, we will be back with some more topics in a second, but we're going to take a quick break. All right. So let's talk some Premier League. I know we talked in the top of the podcast. Let's just talk a little bit of Premier League because there were some high ticket games that we talked about last week,
Yes.
right? That we need to recap. So Chelsea's good. Like they're good. Like I'm sorry. Like whatever I said to piss Chelsea fans off. Like I'm so sorry. Bro.
Oh yeah, I remember what you said last week.
So like Chelsea beat Leicester 3-0.
3-0.
Now, Leicester's not the greatest team this year, but still they always give these top level teams problems.
Remember that year they came out and just like killed the
Yeah, they just won the league.
Yeah.
And we're like, what?
Who's this team?
Exactly. But no, Chelsea's legit, man. At this point, Chelsea's 3 points above City, 4 points above Liverpool, but they're rolling. In their last 5, they haven't dropped a single game.
Yeah.
Like they are rolling. There's a lot of trash games. Obviously, one that we need to cover is Man United versus Watford. How did Ole get fired? Right? So this is what happened.
So, excuse my ignorance.
Yes.
Who's Watford? Who's their?
Okay, so Watford's coach is actually Claudio Ranieri,
Okay.
who was the Leicester City coach when they won.
When they won.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
they have something.
They have something, right?
Okay.
But that's still not much.
It's not really
because-
justifiable.
Okay, so they won 4-1, right? They beat us 4-1.
And United got a red card.
And United got a red card, but I want to highlight this. They won this game, okay? Watford is in 16th right now after the win, okay? Just to show you where they're at.
After the win.
After the win, they're 16th. They suck ass. This shouldn't have happened. Okay, so let's talk about the progression. So first of all, their first goal, Joshua King, bro. The entire time, like we knew they were gonna score. Like 28 minutes of they're gonna score. Then he scored, and then like everything went to shit. They just couldn't defend. And then what happened was after the second goal, we hit halftime. We hit the showers. They came on, got some subs in, got Donny Van de Beek in and Martial in. They benched Rashford, and can't remember who Van de Beek came in for. Van de Beek scores a goal. Okay, shout out Holland. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Van de Beek scores a goal. Everything's okay. Gets the ball, runs back to half field. After that, everything kind of went to shit a little bit. So it was 2-1, and then we thought things were going well. I mean, they were playing great. Donny Van de Beek was playing great, and Jadon Sancho were playing great. Those two players.
All I was like, oh, yes.
Yes,
one more
he was
day.
like, we might get back in this, right? They're giving Ronaldo dimes, and Ronaldo's just missing. He might have missed 4 shots that any other day were goals for him.
He should get fired.
And then, what happened is Harry Maguire got a red card because he's an idiot. He got a stupid yellow, and then he got a yellow red card doing this. So do you know when you play FIFA? This is literally how Harry Maguire got a red card. You know when you're playing FIFA and you accidentally fuck up and you click the stick that makes the ball go far?
Oh, yep.
So he did that, and then after he did that, he's like, fuck, I hit the stick. So he's like, all right, I'm going to hit square. So he hit square
And
to
it
try
just
and
flew.
get it, and he fucked the guy. That was
No
absolutely
way.
destroyed. Like, so he killed him, and it was right in front of the goal, like right in front of the goal. So it was a yellow, like, and then he didn't even argue it. Like, it's like, bro, what are you doing? So they got that, and then after that, they brought in an 18-year-old or 19-year-old like young Brazilian kid called João Pedro. Scores an absolute rocket. Then a fourth one comes in, and they pan to Ole's face, and you could see on his face, he was like, yeah, this is it. Like, this is it. You could see it on his face, bro. It was sad. At the end of the game, every team, when they're playing away, they go to wherever their fans are sitting. At the end of the game, they do the clap.
Yeah.
So they're doing the clap, and the fans are booing Ole, right? And
No.
Ole, after the clap, he's putting his hands up like, yes, I'll accept it. I'm sorry, like whatever. Bruno Fernandes goes from behind him and starts yelling at the fans. He's like, no. And then he takes Ole. He's like, no, all of us. So he was trying to say, boo us all, which is noble.
But that's amazing that he does that.
Which is noble. It's noble. It's just, you have to do it. But look, everyone's at fault. But Ole really needs to take responsibility for this, because the fact that you have great players and not playing to their ability, that's a coaching thing. I'm sorry. That's not it's a player thing, kind of, but it's the coach's job to inspire the players. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Ronaldo to not make
not
goals.
put away these chances and
against
Watford.
Yeah,
no, for sure. So that game was a shit show, and that's what got Ole fired. And
you want to talk about the next game?
the Liverpool Arsenal.
Liverpool Arsenal.
That game, I thought was going to be a lot better than what it was. Like in terms of closer.
Yeah. Because so it finished 4-0 for Liverpool. Mane, Jota, Salah, who's the other
Minamino.
one? Minamino. 4 of them got goals.
Yeah, so it was 4-0. And so to be honest with you,
Arsenal-
it could have been 9-0 because the goalie saved 5 goals.
Yeah.
Like there were goals.
But like Arsenal's not a bad team.
No, they're not a bad team. And,
They're number 5 in
and
the league.
I can't stress this. Ramsdale saved 5 goals. Like this should have been 9-0. Okay, fine, I'll give it to you. Say instead of 5 he saves 3. 6-0. Like Liverpool's rolling, bro.
Liverpool's doing insane.
Liverpool's
but they're still
rolling.
number 3 in the league.
They're number 3, but they have some catching up to do because that loss, I think it was to West Ham. They lost to them 3-2 a few weeks back. It bit them in the ass because they could have been at 28 right
West
now.
Ham's number 4.
They're a legit team.
They're a legit team, man.
What West Ham always every 4 years they come back.
Yeah.
Every 4 years.
Maybe they build for 4 years, sell, they do the same thing.
They do the same thing that Ajax does. Every 4 years they come back. But it's a great display. I mean, look, objectively, I'm a Manchester United fan, right? Liverpool is fantastic to watch. It's kind of like, you know how everyone hated the Warriors for a little bit?
Yeah.
But like, it was Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. That's box office, baby. We were watching that because it was beautiful. We hated it, but it was beautiful.
But you watched it.
But you watched it because it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, if you love the game, you love to watch.
Because I remember
play.
so many people, maybe you too, maybe, that we were watching the Warriors. You hate them, and then Steph Curry does something insane, and you're like, well, I mean, like, that was insane.
Yeah, it's like you can't like you hate them, but you have to watch it. It's box office stuff. You know, so the Premier League is in a very tight place now because to me the race is between 3 teams. It's Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think
Chelsea's
the winner is Chelsea's insane. The winner of those 3, I think, is whoever's going to be healthy. Like that's what it comes down to.
You mean whoever doesn't get injuries?
Whoever doesn't get injuries is going to win. Like it's as simple as that to me. Because all these teams, they have the ability to go in every single weekend and win whatever game they're in.
You're right.
Right. So whoever gets the most injuries is the one that's going to lose. And the one that's least set up for major injuries is Liverpool, and we saw that last season. That's the reason that if you go back to last season, Liverpool, yes, they finished in 3rd. But their last 5 games last season they won. Like they needed to break their back to finish in 3rd.
Yeah,
and they only did
that's
that
what
by 2.
Liverpool's good at. You know, like they do that last stretch.
That last home stretch,
they kill it.
Yeah. No, they're a well-built team. I think Man City's very well-built too. That they have a lot of depth. Also, the game. I mean, again, I hate Man City, but they play beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Guardiola is just a maestro.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Right?
Just sing it.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful to watch. The Premier League is in a great place, man. Best league in the world.
I love it.
Best league in the world by far. I think. I don't think it's close.
Chelsea. I just want to see like Chelsea and Liverpool play. Oh,
Man,
I want to see it happen.
I want to see Chelsea play Liverpool, and I want to see Man City play one of the 2 as well.
I mean now. I mean after now.
Oh yeah.
The top 3.
Yeah.
I want to see another mix of these.
I want to see these guys like. I want to see what happens. What happens to me is a team is now judged based on the league and the Champions League. So I want to see how far these guys get in the Champions League too.
But don't they? Correct me if I'm wrong. But doesn't a team usually focus their efforts on one more than the other?
Kind of, because it's squad depth and rotation and stuff like that. Like it really comes down to the leadership of the team and the coach and whatever. Because you're right. At some point, it's like, should we sit Salah for this weekend so we can play him on Wednesday for the whole
Premier,
game?
for example, yeah.
Like, you know, and speaking of Champions League, there's some tough Champions League games. Like you got Villarreal and Manchester United. That one, if Manchester United if they lose, they're out. They're out of the Champions League. So that's a big ticket one. Chelsea is playing Juventus, right? That's a good game. Like Juve, they're not in their normal mojo just since Ronaldo left, and Napoli, Inter, and AC Milan are back on top. But still, that's a good game. That's a test for Chelsea. Villarreal is a test for Manchester United, but they failed everything.
Chelsea hasn't lost a game in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Not a game.
Not one game.
Nice.
Yeah, no, Chelsea's in fantastic form, bro. Like
Man United in the past 5 games won 1.
yeah. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I love doing it.
Another Champions League game. Thank you for bringing that trauma.
Sure.
Manchester City is playing PSG.
Oh.
Manchester City's playing PSG on Wednesday. The battle of Abu Dhabi versus Qatar, bro. The age-old battle. I mean, they cleaned it up a few
Good
months
old
ago.
money.
Yeah. Abu Dhabi versus Qatar. I really like as much as I don't like Man City and I don't like PSG. Like I really don't like PSG.
Yeah, I know.
Like I hate Man City because they're a rival, but also like watching them play is beautiful. Watching PSG play is a mess.
Yeah.
It's just literally a shit show. Who do you think's gonna win that game?
Um.
Because the other games, United, Villarreal, okay, like that one's a toss-up. Chelsea's probably gonna beat Juve, but who's gonna win this one?
Who do you think?
I got City.
You do?
I got City. So if you look at the standings, right? PSG is second right now. They got 8 points. They've been rolling, right? So one thing is that both of these teams, I think, they can afford to lose this game.
Yeah, but
I think Manchester City has played together longer, has more of the chemistry, and has more of that like group mentality. Just because PSG had brought in so many new people that they're going to tactic their way through the game and win.
I'm gonna go with PSG on this one.
Nice.
I
like
mean,
it when
just
we do
'cause
this.
I have to.
I like it when we do this.
Because
Tell me.
this is a game where PSG needs to prove that they can win this big game.
Yeah, they need to prove that they can play as a team. You're right.
Yeah, number 2 in the Premier League.
Because right now, what
Like-
they're playing like is just like a bunch of guys playing pickup. Right? There's no
Exactly.
like it doesn't
This
seem
is
like
a
they're
test,
gelling.
and I feel like they understand that this game's coming,
Yep.
right? And they know that we are PSG. Like we're the team that had so much coverage over the summer, and everyone's looking at us to win, and they're rooting for us.
Yep.
They need to win this game.
Yep. And
I think they know that.
I think they do know that, and I think that's probably what the message that Mauricio Pochettino's giving them. It's like this is where you prove yourself.
So I feel like they're gonna surprise us, even though
Yeah.
I don't like them.
Yeah, no one does.
Yeah.
We just use them in seasons on FIFA.
Sure, of course.
So then you have Liverpool Porto. So the reason Liverpool I think felt comfortable playing all their stars at the weekend is they are 7 points above the next person in their group, which is Porto. So they already solidified that they are going to finish first in their group, no matter what. Like literally nothing could happen. So I think that's why they played most of their stars in the weekend. Look for maybe a tie here. And a lot of their big ticket players I think might not see the field.
So you think they won't win?
I don't think they'll win just because I think that they're probably going to be prioritizing the league. They want to keep their players fresh for
Which
the
is
weekend.
a smart move.
Because at the end of the day, if they lose, it doesn't affect them. They're first of their division no matter what. Like it's not going to change. To me, play your young guys.
But I've seen this a lot where it's the same situation, but the coach just plays everyone.
I don't think Klopp is that kind of guy.
Think so?
I think he's
a nice
going to
guy.
play some of them. Like, he might start... This is my thing. He'll keep some on the bench, and he'll start some of them. The ones that he start, if they're in a good place, they're leading or something, he'll bring them off 50th minute, 55th minute, something like that. If they're playing like crap, what'll happen is the good ones that he has on the bench, they'll come in at like the 65th, 70th minute. Give Mane and Salah 20 minutes, they'll find you a goal. Right?
Exactly.
They'll find you a goal, they'll get you back in the game, whatever. Right, and then at that point they only play 20 minutes. They're still fresh for the weekend, right? So I think they're going to see a tie there, but a lot of good games, So we'll recap them next week, but there's a lot of good stuff to look forward to. And speaking of stuff to look forward to, Thanksgiving, baby.
Yes.
Thanksgiving. Okay, so Thanksgiving is personally my favorite holiday.
It's because you love to thank people.
It's because I love to eat. So first of all, Thanksgiving is obviously built on kind of a wild premise that we don't condone. We don't condone why Thanksgiving was brought. But what we do condone is what Thanksgiving brings to me, which is casserole, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, right? All that
Turkey.
stuff. So, with that being said, one thing that I wanted to discuss, right, is what is your favorite Thanksgiving mix? And what is this mix? So, a lot of people, right, they have their favorite sides.
Yep.
And they have their favorite dessert. Okay? So I want you to put together your perfect Thanksgiving plate.
So let me draw you the plate for me, right?
Okay, so now let me tell you the plate. Let's just limit it, make it easy. Okay, let's do protein. Okay.
Okay.
So your meat. Let's do because different people do different things on things. I don't want to offend you, roast beef folks. Uh, so let's do the meat and let's do 2 sides and then let's do a dessert.
Okay.
Okay.
Protein, turkey.
Roast beef.
You're a roast beef guy?
No, okay.
All right. Turkey. I do like roast beef though. Like sometimes I have half and half. Put it in the middle. Let's just say turkey.
Okay, you're a turkey guy.
Turkey.
So your protein. If I'm looking at your plate, you got turkey.
I
What
got
else you
turkey in the center.
Okay, in the center.
In the
Okay.
center.
What are your 2 sides?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mashed potatoes and gravy. Okay, what? So now tell me. This is very important.
Sure.
This is very important. I know they might not think this, but this is very important.
I think it is.
How much mashed potatoes do you put on your plate? Like realistically, because you got to get the ratios right.
Sure. So if I have a plate, let's say yay big,
Okay.
and there's a center of
Turkey.
you got mashed potatoes
Just
all
a
around.
moat of mashed
Just like
potatoes.
all around
Just
it.
a moat of mashed
All around.
and then just
and
get
then the gravy is over it and over the.
No, you got to do gravy on the turkey.
You have
to
to
do gravy on the
So
turkey.
or else it's just dry. It's not
Okay, so that's your second side, or that's
my
your first side.
My second side is sprinkle corn on top of it.
Oh, you're a corn guy.
I'm a corn guy.
So what you like to do is you like to create like just a bowl of just absolute mess.
Of course, you know me. It's like when I get these days that I can eat. This is the day.
Okay. So
Dessert.
That's your stuff. Oh, then dessert. What's your dessert?
Apple pie.
Apple pie
I'm an apple pie guy.
with a la mode, or like what are we talking about here? Do you know what a la mode means?
No.
It means with ice cream.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
I prefer it without.
Really?
I do. I know that everyone likes, because it's like hot, and then you want to put, like the ice cream on it, and then just have it as one bite. I don't like that. See, what I like to do is eat the pie.
And then eat ice cream.
And then you eat
Yeah,
ice
yeah. I understand. I don't love it, but I get it.
Yeah.
As long as you're eating both, I don't really care how you do it.
Of course, but I know that people take one bite and then put this, the scoop on top of it, and then eat both in the same.
So what I like to do is I like to make a sandwich, right? I like to get the. Okay. Okay. So that's what you like, right?
That's what I like.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about what I like, and then we'll talk about what we hate.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Got him.
Okay. Protein. I strongly prefer roast beef. Like strongly.
Are you serious?
I really hate.
I get what you're saying.
Like I prefer the roast beef, but if I'm gonna do it, and if I'm gonna do Thanksgiving, I gotta do turkey. But one thing I forgot to ask you: are you doing white meat or dark meat?
I'm doing a mix.
See, I can't do a mix.
Why?
I gotta do dark.
Why?
It's juicier. White meat tastes like sand in my mouth.
Oh no, I don't care because I have the gravy. Remember?
Oh well, yeah, that's true. Okay, so my ideal plate. You get the plate. I get dark meat turkey. Ideally, what I like to do is I like to have the turkey leg. Okay. I like to do turkey leg. Really?
I like it shredded more.
So in
my
household, like when we do Thanksgiving, like I try and get the leg as soon as possible because my grandpa's getting one of them. And I don't know if you guys know the anatomy of turkeys. It's only 2 legs. Okay, so you really got to go in there and get. You got to get it. You got to get the second. So I like the leg. As far as sides, I'm gonna go mashed potatoes. Obviously,
course.
you can't. I try to get cute. You can't get cute.
You can't get cute.
It's mashed potatoes.
You're not doing corn. So what are you doing? You're doing corn, aren't you?
No, I'm not gonna do corn.
Okay, yeah. Just give us something new.
I don't like doing corn because I'm the type of guy that looks at my poop the next day, and corn doesn't digest well.
Well, I'm eating it either way.
No, I'm a mac and cheese guy.
You're a mac and cheese?
I'm a mac and cheese guy.
Cool.
Man. The thing about me is like Thanksgiving is about carbs to me.
Yes,
it's literally about carbohydrates.
Yes.
I want to have mac and cheese.
That's why I'm not eating in the next 2 days.
So one of the things we also do is a broccoli casserole.
Yes.
Right? A broccoli casserole. I don't know if you guys know what this is because this is kind of something that my family does. I don't know if other families do it.
Oh, I do it.
So you get the broccoli, you get cheese, sour cream, ramen noodles. You just chef that shit up. You put it in, just throw hella cheddar and butter on top of it. It's maybe one of the best things you'll put in your face.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say that because it might not resonate with America.
I got it.
That's a good one. So now, what do you hate?
Wait, what's your dessert?
Oh, my dessert.
You gotta say your dessert.
So
A la mode?
So the dessert is obviously pie. It's going to be a pie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
I'm glad I went first. This was
I'm gonna go blueberry.
blueberry
I'm
pie.
gonna go blueberry pie. Blueberry pie is my favorite pie.
I love peach pie after.
Peach cobbler is a good one too. I would say, you know what? I'm changing my answer. Peach cobbler is the best Thanksgiving pie for me.
There you go.
Because
See,
I'm
man,
not
I
a,
helped
not a
you out.
huge apple. I like apple. I'm not a huge apple guy.
love apple.
But peach cobbler, something about the cinnamon and everything like that. Same thing that you see in the apple pie.
See, if I was doing, I'm weird. Okay, if I'm doing the peach, I'm doing the
ice cream.
The ice cream with it.
Yeah, peach tastes better with ice cream.
It does.
But apple also.
But because
tastes
I
really
like
good with ice
apple-
cream. You like the apple.
I like
so
the
you want
apple.
to taste the apple.
Yes.
Got it. So what's the worst sides?
For
You
me,
can pick two. I have two in my mind.
okay. Mac and cheese.
You don't like mac and cheese. Oh well, yeah. You hate cheese.
I hate cheese.
You like this.
I'm Mac, but I don't go good with cheese.
Yeah. You don't like cheese. Yeah.
I don't like cheese.
He hates cheese. Yes.
I hate cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese. Yes.
And mac and cheese is always with cheddar.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can't do mac and mozzarella cheese. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Even though I tried it, tastes great, but it's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay.
In my opinion.
That's the first one. The second one is the casserole thing.
Green bean.
Yes.
Oh yeah, green bean. Okay.
So I like how it looks, and I
don't
always
like
put
how
it
it
in my
tastes.
plate.
You don't like how.
I just don't like it.
Okay, so me, green bean casserole's on there. If you eat green bean casserole, stop it, bro. Get some help. Like,
Bro, I don't
it's-
like it.
It's literally cream of mushroom on steamed. What's it called? String beans, green beans,
Yeah.
and it's not good. Then they put the onion. It's not good.
Then the onion crisp.
We don't have to lie to ourselves. It's not good.
No. Even though I put it on my plate every year.
I don't. I learned.
Okay.
What I hate, like hate, is you know the sweet potato thing that they put the marshmallow on?
Yeah.
That stuff is
Yep.
not it, bro.
Yep.
It is not
What
it.
is that?
Molasses.
Why?
Like, why are you making that, bro?
What is that? It doesn't even look good.
It looks like vomit. Like, it looks...
I'd rather have Nutella down there.
It really looks... Like, I don't know why people try and, shit on me and tell me it's rain. Like it's literally... Like, okay, here's my problem.
It's not good.
You can't put a marshmallow on everything and tell me you're good to go. Like, it's not how it works. You can't just throw a marshmallow on some... Who the hell said that marshmallows and sweet potatoes made any sense?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's disgusting.
It doesn't go well with regular
Because
potatoes.
you tricked me because the marshmallow is good and nice and crispy. And I'm like, oh, and then I look under it and it's just like this brown glob of mess.
Yeah, it
And I'm
doesn't.
like, no. I like sweet potato mash. I like sweet
I think
potato
it's
fries.
good. Yeah, sweet potato fries is amazing.
Very good. I do not like whatever the hell that is.
With the molasses.
I think it's called like candied yams. I don't know what it's called, but it's.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm glad that
What's
we
your
agree.
least favorite pie?
My blueberry.
Really?
I don't like
Least
blueberry.
favorite?
Least favorite. And pumpkin, but like I just don't like blueberry.
Okay, well, fine. I'll leave that one alone. Pumpkin, objectively disgusting. Like, it's just, ugh. It's gross, bro.
I don't like it.
It's disgusting.
It's gross.
It's gelatinous. It's nasty.
It's like it makes no sense.
It's not
It's
pie.
like empty. It's not pie.
Every other pie, so there's
has
two,
something in it.
Yeah, it's the only pie, that and sweet potato pie, which is also disgusting because it tastes like
Of
pumpkin
course.
pie. Is the only one that's just like a weird like gelatinous
There's a
mixture.
weird
It doesn't
texture.
taste good.
I hate it.
It doesn't taste good.
My
So
pie
there's
has
that.
to have something inside.
I'm not a fan. I also not the biggest fan of apple pie, to be honest with you. So I think sometimes when you bite into the apple pie and it's just, I've said it on this podcast, it's
Crunchy.
like it's a little weird texture.
You're getting it from the wrong place.
Absolutely throws me off.
You're getting it from the wrong place.
So what we'll do is we'll have our Thanksgiving feast.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll see if our answers change because we're having Thanksgiving together. I think
Yes, we are.
we are.
You
So,
think?
I don't know, man. I don't know what your schedule's like. At
Well-
the end of the day, it's happening at my house, so I'm going to be here.
I was invited, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming.
I don't know who did that, but yeah. So I wanted to end the show on a little bit of a Thanksgiving note, but yeah. So that's it for today's podcast, the Mac and Maj podcast, episode 29. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on every single platform. In fact, on our Instagram pages or any post that we put out, we put our ads under that, like our
Yeah.
TikTok, our
Just check our
Instagram, our
ads,
YouTube.
guys.
Just
Come
check
on.
our ads. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Have an awesome Thanksgiving week and tune in next week for our next episode.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. See ya.